Hello there, greetings. Thank you for joining us. This is the uh, chat portion of the webinar. I have our helper over here, right there, if you're wondering what I'm pointing at. Seems to be working so far. Protector, wearing a funny hat. All right, this is we missed a question during the webinar, so I'm going to read that one first. And thank you for submitting your questions. Blessings to all. And here we go, calling the angels and enlightened ones. Blessings. This is Maz P. Oh, yeah, I forgot one. Before we get going, make sure everything's okay. All right. Yeah. Maz P, I would like to know which energy or entities was supporting me in my Reiki training, please. I just feel Archangel Michael for the most part, but also your spirit guides. I feel like they go throughout your through your chakras, opening them up to absorb energy and information. Not to say don't do it all the time, but for this basically it's basically you're storing information throughout your chakras. Of course, you do this all the time, but for this case, it feels like they're opening up a little bit more to allow more detailed information to come through. It feels like Archangel Michael, Mary is there, and I see 7 angels. They're not giving me their names. What does it cause my recent constant headache? Feels like it's a lack of water, but I'm not sure how you feel about that. But it feels like a lack of fluids. But it's a blocking, an astral blockage also. As we're all going through a lot of shifts at this time, we're kind of getting beaten up. But I believe it's pressure from the third dimension. It's radiation, you see, from negativity is releasing, but it can go through you. Basically, you're bringing more enlightenment energies around you, but lower energies are finding their way to you, it seems, of course. So, yeah, let's see, it says constant. Yeah, it feels like it'll clear itself up. It's just intense at the moment. Did for Brandon. And then we'll go to Chris after this. Brandon, are there any messages for me at this time? See the circle of the tall whites around you. They take you to different planets as for ascension, showing you what the future holds as for new energies are coming and timelines are coming into the earth. And also, I'm seeing grasshopper beings around you also. Some feline, but mostly grasshopper. It's a lot of secret stuff going on there. I'll leave you with that. I was wondering, wanting to ask if you have any important messages from my lover, Roshin. Just be positive, not worry so much. Sometimes she gets depressed. Thinking just a worry seems to bring a depression. So just let it flow. Gardening is good for her. I'm not sure if she's into gardening, but gardening is good for her. So maybe in the future, maybe no, who knows? But just connecting to like flowers, that type of energy is good for her. So, yeah, that connects her to the fairy energies, of course. Crystal Leaf Snow, are there any messages for my guide Cole? Let's see. It seems like you're moving a cinder block energy. You're also connected to the tall blondes as you're giving them details of what's to come. I mean, at least your insight into it. Just follow your magic. The oceans will speak to you. Yes, I know. Well, to your regular human, that is crazy. But yeah, the oceans will be speaking to you shortly. Just connect to their vibrations. You don't have to be near an ocean to connect to it, but basically, it's just there's a tug of war going on in human consciousness, as many aren't willing to awaken, but the earth is ready to awaken, so expect much to come. To just go ground our energies and have fun. Second question: are there any messages from Archangel Michael? You are going forward in your spiritual development. You are letting go of a lot of fears. There were some there, but you're also, you're opening up like a time clock of your own further awakening. As far as like, it's like going, we kind of leave things be, and then we're ready to add more information to come through. It has not mean you fully turned that on yet, but you're like waiting for the time to be right. Does that make sense? We're all waiting for, we're waiting, and so it's not always time for everything. As we all do carry a high, a great amount of knowledge, but it's not always the best time to bring it up. So, just to let you know that's there and it's ready to rumble. Carol, are there any messages for me? Let's see. Well, speaking of Archangel Michael, one moment. You're connected to crystalline energies as for a healing vibration. You connect to Mother Earth as for giving her advice of what's to come. As of course we all are aware of what's to come, we just don't remember. It does seem like basically I see you handling much of the weather. It doesn't mean you have to physically do it, but your energies are definitely connected to the weather as for what's to come. You can say enjoy that hot weather because cold is on its way. Of course, it's still in the middle of summer, but might be kind of a heavy winter this year. So depends on different parts of the world, but your area might be quite heavy, possibly. Not being 100% sure, but it's a high possibility at this time. It has a lot of reasons for it to cool things down and to, you can see it as like a protection energy. Question 2, any messages from Mary Magdalene? Let's see. Just lift yourself up. You know you can do better on certain things. You are graduating to the next level. Don't put yourself down. Of course, you don't really do that, but as not everything is needed to be known at this moment, you are allowing more of the Arcturian energies to connect to your chakras as for healing, because you're not always. Sometimes you ask beings not to heal. It's not time yet. Connecting to your families, you're basically like a web, like a mother of. You like to put your vibration within the family members, all of them. You do talk to them telepathically. You just don't remember the memories. You don't remember it, but you are connected to them, like you're inner mentally connected to them. You guide them into what is right, keep them safe, but of course not to get too safe with them. But it also seems like you go through their timelines to see if this is what they really want. It's like almost, you're getting advice from you if they should do this or that. Not to say it's on the physical front, but on an energy level, it's going on. Marianne, any messages? So you're connecting a lot with the Arcturian races that for basically open up your memory of the spiritual realms. Part of it you kind of kept close for good reason, as it's not time yet, once again. But you are allowing a little bit more to come through. You can actually open yourself up more. You just chose not to. You say you kind of came here quiet and asleep, but not really. So there'll be a day or a time when the time is right where you open yourself up to know, you're just keeping it peaceful. But you are opening your senses up, definitely. So it hasn't always been the time. And a lot of it's just to be a third dimension human, but you're allowing yourself to graduate to the next level. Question 2 was meditating one evening and asked who, and I saw a man. I saw a man figure with olive trees around him. He lived during Yeshua's time here on earth. He was talking about what Yeshua was bringing in. What was his name and how he connected to Yeshua? Let's see. One moment. Well, I'm getting the name Oliver. He was like interesting enough. Feels like he's like a son, like a yeah, like a nephew through marriage. Like one of his he was related to Yeshua only through marriage. From what I can pick up on him. On earth he was talking about Yeshua. Yeah, he was like one of his disciples got married, and this is one that was through that. So like an old man, it feels like too. Yeah, like a grandparent. Well, he's kind of like I feel like a nephew energy, but he was old. That's what I'm getting. So either way, let's see. Yeah, either way, that was. I don't think his name was Oliver, but that's the name he's giving me. But yeah, he's definitely there. Just as the names don't really matter, he's just there to. Well, because you're very connected to Yeshua, so he's giving you a deeper connection. Names don't really matter, but the energy is what matters most. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, but Oliver's fine. Yeah, it's kind of like a grandparent to him. I know it's a nephew, but even like the youngster energy is there for him. So anyway, Gundium, any messages from Angel Sapero? You're just no, this well, not information about the angel itself, but basically you're allowing yourself to heal more. You're also allowing yourself to go further up the well of spiritual growth. There are demons around you, some that you have not full finished business with. You do talk to them in your astral as you're not really ready to let them go because you're learning a great deal from them. That's they're attached to you, but basically they're bringing in lessons. They can halt finances. They can do all kinds of stuff. So nothing to worry about there, though. Gives you a different perspective, that's for sure. Any messages from my guides? Yeah, you're going through a self-forgiving energy. You're also very connected to the horses on this world through the Arcturians. In the past, not everything is needed to be known, but a lot of the animals are brought to this earth, and you were here during it. Like a gift, you can say, but there's much more to it. But there's always going to be mysteries. But you might see different types of horses, different types of beings connected. There's several other strange beings, like the giraffe's a weird one. That's weird. They're all weird, but the giraffe's a weird one. It's like a long-headed. Well, first of all, you can't go wrong with a giraffe, but anyway. But it's kind of like another version of a horse in some ways. But these different beings are brought here for a reason, of course, but they're not going to go into details now. But you do have it in your DNA of what. And some of these beings did come from Mars, though, like the elephant. So, James, are there any suggestions or comments on the spiritual teachings that I have given to my friends and sisters so far? Oh, just go by your intuition. No, just you're doing it. Yeah, you're doing softballs right now. Eventually, go further. It is helping them see things a little bit differently. So yeah, you're doing fine. They're not saying it. Just you just let yourself let it out. If there's anything you need to say, let it out. If yeah, sometimes not always the best thing because sometimes you hold things back. You just basically just let it go. Question 2: is there anything else my guides would like me to know today? We were getting stronger with spirituality. You're more accepting it, and you're going to the advanced levels, the levels that you feel is comfortable. You want to take it out of your daily life. You just want to improve your life. So certain areas are going to improve when the time is right. So just just have fun with it. Just messages come to you, energies are around, so just follow it. Just let it flow. And yeah, you might see things, hear things. It's there for a reason. So, like anything comes in your mind, there's a reason for it to be there. It's not just your imagination. We always think it's our imagination. It's not real. It's here. Spirit world's knocking on our heads. Symmetry. I just read question 1. I was wondering what beings think about me, and was wondering, do aliens ever study the chakras? That is in my mind. Oh, all the time. They know more about us. It easily goes to them if you allow them to connect to it. Yeah, but the ones that you want, yeah, easily just wonder what they think of you. They're learning from you. Every word, everything that you say, everything that they do, they're glad to be a part of it. So it advanced them greatly. Question 2, I feel like I am a very creative individual, but the limitations of my mind is holding me back from achieving great things. Any messages on this? I might sound overconfident, but I feel like no one on this planet thinks like me. My thinking is on another level. Well, well, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, just be creative. Just do your stuff. Well, the limitations of your mind. Well, just yeah, but it feels like you're discouraging yourself in some ways too. Just create and not worry about. Yeah, it's very difficult, obviously. Just do well. It's good to be overconfident. No, you're only too confident because when everyone doesn't like what you're doing, and then you just shut it down and say forget it, and just keep going forward. Just not take it too personal. Not everybody. Yeah, you're already aware of that. Just keep creating. You'll unlock this part of yourself that you can undo the limitations, but right now you're doing what's right for you. At this moment, from what I see. No, I've been seeing the number 11 or 111, 3 1s everywhere recently. Any messages from regarding this? You seem like you're unlocking more information. As for this, where this is all going to go, to the angel numbers, basically your timeline is being shifted. Ever so slightly, you might take a job change, possibly, but it's just like what may have I'm going through a roller coaster. It just never seems to end. With the work situation, it's angel numbers that are connecting to you basically for a shift. Not going into details of what it is, but basically also means good luck. Any other messages? Yeah, you're just going into a new paradigm of yourself. You're going into a more confidence, but also a change is on its way. It hasn't fully showed itself yet, but it's on its way. Might take a couple of years from what it seems, but you'll be ready when it occurs. Just keep going. Caleb, I recently received a healing where I was told that therapy would be my ideal profession, as well that my ex mom and her were sapping or draining my energy. Any insight into this? Let's see. Therapy is a possibility. That's let's see. Ex's mom and her were sapping my not as often as you might think. You can say when your name comes up, you hear their rage. But that's about it. Now, in the past, there was probably more of that, but I don't feel like it's going on so much anymore. It's like old energy. But, for therapy, it's up to you if you feel comfortable with it. Yeah. Or physical therapy. It's if you feel comfortable with that. Any other messages for me? Yeah, let's see. Well, yeah, you're in a turning point. That's why you got that. It's up to you. Take things slow. Go research what if you want to go into research it. But right now you're going to another parallel universe, you can say. I feel something exciting coming your way. Saying when or how or It just something exciting is coming. So who knows? Maybe that's for everybody. It just seems like life's going to get more interesting. That's all they're saying. Drive safely. I don't think that's it, but just I feel like a new timeline of positivity is coming in. Let's put it that way. Katie and Dan, any messages for me? Let's see here. I do see you, let's see, connecting to Venus and Astral for healing and bringing a lot of Venus energies into the Earth as for, bringing more positivity to the environment here. Less Earth negativity, more Venus positivity. As the negative forces are basically doing a lot of mind control on this planet, as you can see. And, part of you just had enough of it. So it feels like you're doing more, at least in the astral realm, that's for bringing the assistance. So there's been a blockage around here for a long time, too. So it should feel some kind of transition there. Question 2, any other messages? Let's see. As for relationship situation or just go to the path, just say what's on your mind, go places that you feel comfortable. You will be shifted into the right direction. As for meeting the right person, or you're going into a new way of thinking. I don't believe it's fully come into through yet, but I guess you can say we're all kind of going through that, or some of us that are living on the edge. So yeah, it does feel like you're going to take more risks, at least ones that make sense, not kind of stupid risks, but risks for your benefit. Just something you have not done before. Danielle Spencer. My mother's negativity. My mother's negative energy and general personality drive me crazy, as she wants me to save her and fix more than I can at one time. Guide say to step away. Avoid her if you can. Of course, that's kind of difficult. But she does a lot of mind control. She's very lazy also. So she's getting old and tired too. She's not thinking correctly. Her mind is kind of going. So, like a battleground there, isn't it? Use your intentions to protect yourself. Won't be always easy, but you bring your shield energies and pretensions that she will go leave you be. Put on that timeline energy that she will leave you alone. That makes sense to you. Question 2, any messages from the angels and guides on what might bring me more joy and support at this time? Connected to the angel energies, I believe it'll be more confidence in your guides that they are supporting you. You believe that they are. You can always connect to your guides' names or individually visualize them if you wish, like in a meditation. Just ask them for all of them to show. If you wish, basically you can probably just feel a healing energy from them, a love energy. As many of us are opening up the matrix, the vortex here to more positivity. It's like opening up the jar that's been closed for 10,000 years. And those that are very negative might get more hostile, possibly. So, but you'll be okay. You'll see. Basically, connect to Mother Earth's energy. The burst of energy will come through and make things more clear. Jess, what beings have been around me lately and what messages they have? I do see Metatron around you, basically bringing healing energy to you to help you release negativity, but also you see you connecting to the higher realms for advice as you are getting ready for something to occur on this world. And I'll leave you with that. Question 2, what messages does my higher self have for me? You're doing, let's see here, internal healing, but they say communicating with others, talking with others is very good at this time. Helps you forget your problems, will also help you learn. Also, you can manifest those to come, that you will find somewhere to help you learn more. It's like I need to learn something, in a positive way, not in a like, I need to meet somebody that's a scumbag, but like more information. You can put that in time if you wish. I feel that's part of you that is like longing for a little bit more details of what's to come. You might find more than what you're looking for, but actually, it's a good energy to put out there for others to just what's for my eyes good, and like, can you give me insight of the future, or what do I need to know about the future? And give it some time to an idea will pop in your head, or yeah, makes perfect sense. Really feeling a strong energy on that, so definitely, yeah, just exercise it. We don't always think that way for many reasons. Not to say we're going to see everything. Donna Riggs, enjoy the radio show with your caller Joyce. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Give the show some time to get out there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ask the caller for their name, general location, type. Oh, okay. Well, I try to keep the names kind of. I might do the locations. Let's see. I kind of keep it anonymous, and so events are happening around others. I'll do the location. They can always say their name if they want to. I don't have their names, so I'll think about the name thing and topic would they like to speak about. Okay. All right. That's a good one. If events are happening around there, cool. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, we're just getting warmed up for the radio thing. That's for sure. There'll be one tomorrow night, actually, at 8 o'clock Eastern. Little plug there. And it's Friday the 13th, of course. Question 1: what role do you see me having in the awakening that's happening right now? Keeping sanity around the world. It's like I see you opening doors for people, at least astrally. You don't want to get too caught up with all the, nonsense. But I see you opening up doors for people that are, ready or not ready. Even those aren't ready, you kind of give them a nudge from what I see. So you are working with those. But as for your physical role, it's not clear yet. You'll know when it occurs. Well, but your higher self knows. But right now, just do as you are doing. Something will just click when the time's right. I think the time, yeah, it's a lot. One of the thing about this I've all learned about is waiting. I mean, I was waiting for this, and I didn't know I was waiting for it. Probably best I didn't know. I really had no idea I'll be doing any of this 3 years ago. Not at all. Question 2: what you say all possibilities are happening at this time? What happens when one is picked? The ideas possibly just fade away or continue to exist. But they go into other timelines, like alien encounter, like physical connections probably already happen in other timelines. And so you can almost say like other worlds are experiencing right now. They're just waiting to get to us. That's one way of looking at it. But yeah, they're just every timeline that does that. Now we are focusing on what we want to bring in here now. Is this obviously alien energies are here now, it's just not being public because people aren't believing it or whatever it might be. That's a big part of it. So feels like also they're waiting for something. Once again, the aliens are waiting. I believe they are more prepared than we might think. At least phase 1 of all of this. Obviously, not everything. Anyway, it's as for when that's going to occur, it's still up in the air. But yeah, what happens when one is picked? Well, you will definitely know when it's picked. It's like a human consciousness is pulling into our reality. So get ready for the big one. It's on its way. 5 years later, then it'll happen. Who knows? Well, the month is still in its prime. Susie, what have I been doing in Astral? I know it sounds funny. I see cows, but positive, not to say they're negative, but I see cows in astral. Basically, they're being taken care of better. The positive karma. They're learning a lot from us. Now, that's not the only thing you're doing, obviously, but you ever think about a cow society? I've written cartoons about this. Actually, they're humanoid. They do alien stuff, and they're very highly intelligent. And to see our humanity, we are learning from them. I don't know. It sounds strange how I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. I also see you connected to the fairies. As for, I'm also seeing hybrid children you do connect to an astral. The future humans, basically. I have a different look at hybrid children. I just see them as future humans. That'd be reincarnated. And just think at you're like in front of a classroom. Now, this is not all you do, but I see a classroom and you're teaching people about Earth, basically. You might get a dream about some of this, possibly. You might see a cow there too. Yeah, we're just all on LSD. Yeah, I see you in a classroom environment teaching students, not your hybrid children, just students about the Earth and all kinds of stuff. So that's part of it. I also see you connected to the Illuminati in a positive way, uh, bringing in more positive energies, like speeding things up a little bit. Any messages for me? Not that you worry, but you are healing the worry energy around you. You are connecting more to higher spirit, basically, to regain your high vibration. I also see you a priestess during Egyptian time periods. One that was very spiritual, but shut down to learn along with the rest of the humans. Because, it's funny, though. I don't know if it's funny, but I see it was like a priestess in Egypt, very aware of what's going on. But also, it was very lonely. It's like nobody cares about any of this. It's like people are worshiping you or bowing. It's like, this isn't what I want. So part of it is another reason for you to shut down into the 3D environment. There's also another easy way for you to awaken too. It's like, okay, I've experienced that. So I haven't seen that before. So yeah, makes a lot of sense. Raw N, do I have any messages from the Lemurians that live in Telos? Let me look at that. I can't look at that. Is that 8 planets? Okay, all right. Yeah, they're speaking through, you say, technologies at this time. And you are, they're preparing you for what's to come. I don't know if it's video games. I saw a video game, but the video game world is definitely getting people used to the astral world or in the fairy realities in the alien environment. It's like, wow, I just played a video game and now I see it. So yeah, the Lemurians have been playing this for a long time, of course, to re-inject their energies into this environment for another version of the awakening. And you're very much involved with it. As for DNA sorting, it shows like with codexes, putting the codex in the right way, putting the right codex in the earth. As for the awakening, it's like coding. Like they code the websites and stuff. Codexes are done the same way. Different codes. You just kind of create it with your mind and put it into the earth. You know exactly what you're doing. Others are doing that too. That's a new one. Do I have any messages from the insectoid galactic beings? Yes, they are nicer than what other people think. Yes, you can say they kind of rule the galaxy, but there's a lot of them. They do have a sense of humor. Some of them don't. Some of them take things super seriously, like humans. They feel almost rejected by humans because they don't feel like they're treated with much respect. As there's many insectoid beings in the past that have been, surrounded the Earth greatly. Basically, humans and insectoids were friends at one time. And you said insectoids are waking people up, by biting you and stuff like that. It's like, well, we gotta learn the hard life. They think reptilians are a pain in the ass. Insectoids say we're far worse. But you have a coolness with them, and you understand their, say, magnificence. Look at a butterfly. Yes, they're the ant beings. Even they are very attractive, very magnificent. Yes, can be a pain in the ass, but that's So are reptiles. So, but also look at the look at the butterflies. Look at the bees. That's to show you there's much more to come. Imagine a giant butterfly in the sky. I mean, a giant butterfly. That would be very hard to forget. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely worlds where there are giant insects everywhere, that's for sure. Yeah. Yes, giant cockroaches. Definitely looking forward to that. Eric N. Why are Japanese people so good at channeling fantasies? That's like the poetic, lyric music, sounds, anime. Is it just that their spiritual is more integrated in their culture? Well, they left the spiritual side open though. It's like their channel is open to that. It's just open to the galactic realms, you can say. Yeah, well, the Transformers came from Asian cultures. Of course, you have anime, a lot of the robot stuff. Yeah, just a lot of it's Arcturian, a lot of it's Zeta. As you can say, it's a part of part of its Buddhism, not for all. I don't know if the Japanese connected Buddhism, but a lot of it's in the Chinese, at least. I think it's in Japanese too. It left that part open basically for creativity. Not to say there's a creativity anywhere else, but yeah, Japanese. It's just a creative force that was not closed. Other religions closed. Through Christian. Hail Marys and all that, and shut you down. See, that's another way. Religion was another way of shutting down the DNA. So. Asian populations are quite large, that's for sure. And it's just it's more of like an astral world for them. So yeah, I'd say China is just awesome. Of course, Japan is like paradise compared to everywhere else. Like, jeez, damn those Japs. Yeah, I mean, you hear about Japan, it's like that's the it's like paradise over there. Depending on what it feels that way too. So, and Australia too. Any messages from me from anyone? Mm. Yeah, you're letting go of the third dimension. You can say you're connecting to the Japanese because you want to see more of their vibration. You want to see more of that energy go worldwide. You can say with the Japanese people, that's an opening. It's like, well, leave this part of the world open and shut down everything else. They did a pretty good job on that. And everyone else is manipulated. And with Japanese anime, with they have like Robotech out in space. There's a few I know, but either way, even any of that, it's like a whole nother world, right? So you can say, yeah, yeah, I forget, Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that. It's just connecting to other world energies for sure. And you're allowing more of that to basically your energies here to unlock it worldwide eventually. It's another way of feeling the blockages around the planet. It's like, geez, like at least creativity wise, Japan is very open, and I believe China has a part of this too. But maybe I'm wrong about that. No, China does something. They have some kind of electronics, but what guides Moses? Yeah, the thing about to go back to the China thing, yeah, there is slave labor with that. It's also allowing more. You can say it's kind of like a sacrifice for more people to be able to get more advanced technologies. So those that are in those warehouses, working on iPhones and stuff, I believe they will get positive karma back in some shape or form. It's like they kind of like we want humanity to increase to go into the next realm. So we are going to live in this hellish environment. It's going to freaking suck. A lot of us won't live very long because of conditions, but we want humanity to awaken itself. And through technology, Now, this is the point of view I'm getting. This is one way of doing it. So, sense. Oh my God, it's Moses. Does my higher self can tell me about my direction in life? He's coming months to guide me. Just go with the flow. Things that interest you. Pull. Yeah, it's not gonna be the easiest thing, but you are. Let's see. Follow what your passions are. Just follow that. And if it doesn't feel right, don't follow it then. Just you won't make the right decisions. Just don't be so hard on yourself. If there is a mistake, mistakes are there to turn you into another direction, give you warning. So don't worry about it. Just follow. Just go forward. I feel like the past 2 years meditating and being spiritual has become very hard for me to practice. It's like there's a wall around me for prevents me from doing these things. Is there a major blockage build? Well, it's your focus doesn't need to be on it 100%. Let it flow. Be yourself. The more that you're happier with you, if you need to add a touch of spirituality to your direction, please do. But you don't have to make it a full-time job. Not to say you are, but don't force it. Let it flow with you. You are open to all this. Part of you has a mission here. And so I would suggest just flow with it. You don't have to, I don't go around talking to the clouds and everybody as I probably should be doing. Just be yourself. You can meditate if like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, let me connect to spirit. Or throughout the day, just connect to your guides in some way, shape, or form. Basically, just do things that bring happiness to you. That's connecting to your guides too. You can always talk to your guides if you want to talk to mine. I guess I should. How you guys doing over there? Yeah, they're not speaking. We're not on speaking terms. No, etc. But you can always ask if you don't feel anything from your guides. Just be yourself. And I would just maybe not meditate every day, but maybe just meditate when you feel is right. Just be yourself. Just have fun. It's all matters. And you'll throughout your day, it's like, okay, I'm just going to be myself, and then you'll add it to your day, the spiritual stuff. When you feel the need to do so, fine. Don't worry about it. I don't think it's blockage. I think it has a lot to do with what you're here to do. Miles, blessings. Do I have any messages from Arcturians? Yeah, you're gonna get many messages. Your feels like your lobe, your frontal, third eye, your frontal lobe is what they say. It'll be opening up more. Not too much, but you see a waterfall of ideas come through. As everyone's a part of the ascension, but basically you are clearing out a lot of inner demons around the earth and astral. Sometimes you feel hostile energies because there are a lot of dark beings here that need to go. In the next few months, you should feel a change in the earth, not just with you. As basically, it'll feel like it's Hawaii everywhere. Of course, your next question goes to Hawaii, but Hawaiian energies will become stronger and stronger, which is kind of funny. It goes into your second question, actually. Do I have any messages about my upcoming move to Hawaii? Well, maybe because you'll be in Hawaii. Maybe that's why you feel like Hawaii is everywhere. That was the one. This is definitely will help you out great. Maybe financially might be go up and down, but it's not have to worry. You'll know everything will work itself out. Yeah. No, this is good. I feel like with Hawaii, you're like expanding out like crazy. It's a big move, but it's definitely. This is what I'm getting at least. I feel like I'm feeling your chakras, everything lighting up, and this is a good thing because it's where you need to be at this time when the world gets weird. I just said that. I'm not sure what weirdness we're expecting, but we're expecting something on down the road. Maybe just a bunch of unicorns will be running through the streets. That'd be nice. So yeah. I feel good vibrations there. Yeah, it's a little bit scary, but definitely good reason. I had a friend of mine that moved to California, and one psychic she went to is like, no, no, you gotta stay here. And she said, that didn't feel right. I told her, yeah, just go. Of course, when she went out there, she had anxiety. This is going to happen to you. But she had anxiety and this and that. But I think yeah, it's moving. She wasn't really ready for it, but she needed it though. So anyway, and she kind of created symptoms, but that's her. Not you won't have to go through that. Yeah, I think you'll get things going as soon as you're there. So yeah, it's like in Ara, I know a man from Venezuela. I was wondering if what this man Jesus is saying is truth about the background. About truth is about background. Is he from the government or is he telling the truth? I know a man from Venezuela. I was wondering if what this man Jesus is saying is truth about it. Is he from the government or is he telling the truth? I believe he is. He's keeping a lot. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's hiding a lot of stuff too, but not in a negative way. I believe he's being very truthful. I don't think he has any reason to lie anymore, but he's holding a lot back. So what you're feeling is probably what he's holding back a lot, but not trying to be negative. It's not like he's deceiving. I don't see that. I believe he's being honest. If I can tell. I was just told a message today. I was guided to another place, and then they told me it was too soon. So the message erased, or not the whole experience. Or who is the message from? I think it's from your guides, but apparently they did not agree with. I don't know. You might have had a disagreement or with them or something around those lines. Well, what needed to be experienced? But well, it seems like you're cracking in a new guide too. You're breaking in a new guide. That's another reason why things kind of went wobbly around. From what like a miscommunication came through, but that's okay. It's like they told me. Let's see. Yeah, and then another guide came in and kind of changed things. That's what I'm getting. As for the name of this guide, I'll let you connect with that. Uh, let's see here. I think it's Fante, 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 something like that. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, Mia, do my guys have any messages for me? Let's see. Not to take things too seriously, you are going through a health energy, a health vibration. To open yourself up more. There's a lot of negativity around just change in general. Let's see. Just go forward, not worry. Do what you need to do. Not worry about others think. Just do what you have to do. Basically, you're going through a self expansion. You're also connecting more with nature, basically receiving messages. Not everything's going to be fully clear, as Mother Nature is getting blocked, of course, through the negativity around her. Doesn't want the Earth to awaken. The Earth will go into a sixth dimension vibration. Just follow your heart, and you will see more soon. Just you have a way of opening. You have like a tornado energy around you that's positive to open up, like a positive tornado to open up your senses. You can always visualize it if you want, if you feel comfortable with that. You don't have to. Question 2 is my father have any messages for me? He knows you're going through a deep change at this time. You're also following a new lead. Basically, yourself. You're connecting more to yourself and basically guiding yourself in a lot of ways. You have to push a lot of your spirit guides away. You just feel like, I know better, and you were right. But they are still helping you just in the background. Basically, yes, your inner health is what matters most at this time. Concentrating on that. I'm also seeing peanuts. I don't know if you're allergic to them or anything like that. You're just showing peanuts. That's all he's saying. Doesn't mean go out and eat some, but peanuts, you're just showing peanuts. That's all he's doing. Pamela? Thank you. Which was you. Are there any messages? Messages from me from Archangel Michael. Yes, you took on a huge, task for this incarnation, as you're aware. You don't need to tell you that. Basically, yeah, it's like a level 9 out of 10, but uh, it's not just it's not punishment. You are going into a you're here to open up minds, even if you're not don't constantly just be yourself. Just do what you gotta do. But you are opening up the mental state of individuals that you do connect to, seeing them differently. You're not going into it fully. You might feel some of it. Um, there's also an incarnation where you had like a tail. I believe you're like a dragon. And let's put it this way: other incarnations are very physical, and now you're like at one point, but you're saying you're not so physical, but now you're sending your energies out to the earth, and you have a mission here that's not always going to be very clear because you don't want everybody to know what you're up to. Of course, the spirit world knows, but those here don't need to know. Do I have a brain tumor? I don't think so. Now, it might seem like you have one, but I don't think so. I think you're just, I don't believe so. If you go to the doctor, I would recommend going to the doctor if you feel like you need to, but I'm not seeing one. Yeah, I would definitely go to any doctor you feel, but I am not seeing anything there. It does seem like your brain's going through, I think it's a lot of it's going through chakra energies, but I think your chakras are really getting active, at least around your crown chakra. So, do I have a brain? I don't see a brain tumor, but if you need to go see a doctor, I definitely would go. Just, I wouldn't panic though. Amy, have I ever been a part of a secret space program? Yeah, I believe so. It's just so secretive. I believe you're part of the light side of it. Uh, Basically bringing, like I see in Nordics. Of course, I'm connected to the Nordics and Paul Blondes. I'm just checking this on. But the tall blondes bringing in the new Earth energies. If I see you in Mars, I'm not being very clear of it, but you're definitely. I see you more in Venus, actually, the Venus Project mostly. And it's funny how you mentioned Venus and sex. I didn't even see that. Have you ever lived on planet Venus? If so, when and what do I do there? Venus beings, let's see, collecting data on other worlds, seeing where they can heal. They help manifest, help planets manifest faster, help the beings there. Basically, they're like highly evolved educators. I do see them levitating from the ground. They fly. Not all of them do, but yeah, they're basically helping those planets that become like planets come to them like a business would go to another company and say, I need help with employment. I need help with this. So Venus offers their services. Pretty funny. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's what I'm seeing with that. That's pretty fascinating. Actually. So I see it as basically as a healer. There's much more to it than that. Like giving an imprint, like an imprint on the mind, or on the brain, the forehead, and getting downloaded knowledge. That's part of it. I also see him moving chakras around. There you go. I definitely see that as a possibility. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen the chakra moving around. That's a new one, but it makes sense. It's like, where do they work for you? Not everybody has to work in the exact alignment. Of course, with the alien being, it's a whole different story. Not like us. That's different. Wanda, what energy or who was visiting me in bed early Tuesday? It was like Archangel Michael. That's what I'm getting. I'm also seeing an alligator being around you too. Maybe a little bit heavy there, but it feels like it was just observing. I don't think it was doing anything. I think it was being okay. I don't see it as negative. It's a heavy being energy, though. I'm not sure what he was doing, though, but I won't worry. Francis. That's a good name for an alligator. From the Galactic Federation of Light, basically giving you downloads. But it has not been opened yet. But basically, give you a download during national time, and making sure it all went through well. Gather. Something like that. Question 2. I feel like I have been having a lot of lower astral experiences that aren't really pleasant for a while now. Can you tell me why and what the purpose is? Yeah, well, you're helping others release. You're going through energies of others that you don't really know physically. But on the astral plane, you're going to those that are having a lot of difficulties releasing lower astral beings, which makes a lot of sense. Those are going through addiction problems, abuse problems, like they're abusing people. You're assisting with it. It's like, it's funny though, and I do see you as a reptilian in astral. It's like I'm gonna show it's like you're a shapeshifter. It's like I'm gonna show this heavy presence, someone's gonna mess with me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It also helps get things done faster. That doesn't mean you're always a reptilian, but sometimes you need to be in certain situations. Yeah, it's heavy. Earth. I do see you connected to the government. Utah is part of it in some ways because there's a lot of stuff going on there. Los Alamos, I'm feeling. Yeah, you're really busy. There's a lot of areas you go to. Jeez. Yeah, all that conspiracy stuff everyone's talking about. You're involved with all of it, releasing just junk. Is it a lot more of the truth? Anything's possible. Like Area 51 coming to more like opening those doors up to that. You gotta wonder. That's weird. Let me recycle this real quick. That'd be pretty fascinating to see that come in our environment, wouldn't it? For it to open, and that will happen. As for our lifetime, it's hard to say. If we have disclosure, possibly, or awakening, however you want to call it, it's a possibility. Yeah, they're just releasing junk basically around the Earth. You always ask to. I think you've already done an ask for a cooling down of that, but it feels like it's part of your mission. So, say, but you put intentions out. No more of that. But I got attacked in astral last night, and all today I've been kind of zapped out. So. Vasco, what beings are around me and do they have any messages? I actually see you connecting to God. Connecting to source energy. As you feel there's a lot going on Earth that's going to increase as for stress. So you're getting all the information data you can before it happens. We just have to see, well, maybe it's good. The calm before the storm is for the best. Yeah, I really do see you connecting to God's energy. You probably feel the sword of God. I'd say God needs a sword, but we need all we can get. Yes, feel like you're mentally and physically preparing for what's to come. God's angels are the strongest energy. There's probably more, but that's the big thing. Sometimes the Galactic Federations, sometimes they don't listen. Sometimes they have too much human stuff going on. It's like, screw all that. I'll just connect to the spirit realms that you feel comfortable with. Having creepy dreams about clowns on Monday. Who is causing this? And messages. Yeah, lower astral. Obviously, reptilians are around that. I also feel archons. Yeah, it feels like they're trying to trap your energy. They're trying to bring you down, trying to shut you down. You're opening up more. I also see you as a giant. Yeah, trust me. For like the next few months, I know it said around July something's going to happen. Possibly, not going to tell me anything. But in the next 2 months, I definitely do see, which goes into September, is another hot month of activity. I'm not saying October, maybe October, but definitely September. July, it's quiet right now because whatever they're doing, I don't need to know, but September also. So most likely you're involved with a shift that's going on, as many are, but some are a little bit more connected than others. And you don't like to make yourself known. It feels like you keep yourself hidden, but it feels like you got found. And that's why I had the clowns. It's like, let's spook the hell out of them. We found them. I don't know where you were, but whatever you're up to, as for bringing more enlightenment to the earth, They found you, but that's worry. I know it sounds weird, but a lot of stuff in astral, I know people say I'm filtered or whatever, but not everything is here for us to know. It's like, you can talk about the Galactic Federations and the ship got injured and, all this stuff. It's like, we can't prove any of that. So, not to say it isn't happening, but yeah, it feels like whatever you're up to, yeah, you got discovered. So, I'd say it was bad. It wasn't. It just, you got found. It's like, damn. So, yeah, I do see like going to the lower astral, like the outer bounds of it, like bringing like light posts. Of course, I don't know how you're doing that, but like light posts around lower astral to lighten up my lower astral. That's different. Yeah, it's not going to be too. Yeah, that's going to get some attention eventually. See how you feel about that. Yeah, it's a weird one, but that's what all of this is. All right. Thank you for submitting your questions. Got the cat over here. He's thankful too. So, all right. Blessings, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. And the radio show is 8 o'clock Eastern. So, Friday the 13th should be a fun one. All right. Much love, everyone. Blessings.